Okay, go ahead. Hi, I'm Mark Edward. This is Ethan. Ethan would like me to give him a palm reading. So I'm going to give him a palm reading, and Ethan, say hi to the camera.
Hi.
So Ethan, have you ever had a palm reading before?
No.
Okay. So the first thing I ask is, are you right or left hand?
Right.
Okay, I'm going to look at your left hand. Okay? Because the right hand you're used to using, you use it all the time. If anything, God forbid, happened to it, you have to learn to use your left. So I think of this as the future. This is because most people want to know about the future, they don't care that much about it. Okay? Or the present. So rest your hand, palm up. Now the main thing to do is relax. Very important. Because you see, if you tense your hand, there's going to be less lines. So I need to see the lines very carefully. All right, so looking for a chain thumb here, which is really good. I actually expected to see this. So you're not a rebellious sort of person. Yeah, because a lot of times this is called the chain thumb, and it's somebody who really can make trouble. Okay, you're very down to earth. You're honest, and you don't like mind games. Okay, and you expect that in other people. That's very clear. Also, here's your lifeline here. This is your headline. This is your love line. The lifeline looks very strong, and the good thing I don't see, usually there's what are called worry lines. They're from stress. Okay, so I don't think you're a worrier. Okay, I think you're somebody, again, you know how to plan for the future. You know how to, you're not somebody who lives in the past. You make plans. You got a calendar. Calendar is very important. Planning for the future. Okay. You have a sister?
No.
Because there's what's called a sister line here. Sometimes that can be somebody who you're very close to, a soulmate, something like that. So again, lifeline very strong. A lot of lines towards the end game here, and your headline runs right into your lifeline. So it tells me that people are really going to be what's very important in your life. The little tiny lines are all the people in your future. So if you're not from a big family now, in the future there'll be lots of people around you, lots of relatives, that sort of thing. Okay. So let's look at your. You don't like to cook, do you?
Not much right now.
Yeah.
Used to, but
Okay, you're used to.
yeah.
Okay, so I can tell by looking at these two fingers that cooking, not so much. Okay, so very focused. Your headline is very straight and direct. This is good. It isn't wobbly. So that means you are, like I said, to the point. You apply yourself. You don't. You're more of a thinker in terms of getting from point A to point B. You don't want to take the long way. You want to see the big picture. Okay, don't bother me with details. So you probably want this reading to be pretty short and to the point. Okay. So the idea is don't bother me with details. Show me the big picture. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, in what you do as your work, there may be some details. But let's look at some other things. So you have these bracelets on. That tells me a lot about you. But you also have luck bracelets. That's these bracelets, these lines right here. That means if you look at your past, you have pretty good luck. Okay? If you look at your past, most of the things you worry about never happen. So that's why I say you're not a worrier. Okay? So luck being the combination of putting hard work together with planning. That's you. Okay? So that you don't have any mumbo jumbo thing about, oh, luck, I can create luck by doing some sort of magical incantation. That's definitely not you. Okay? So the straight line, again, the straight line means clear thinking, and you're good with math. I know that. Right, okay. So which is kind of an obvious thing because I've seen him perform, so I know he's good with math. But you're probably pretty good with words too, right?
I have a blog and write school.
Yeah. So writing is important. That's a way that you express yourself. You're good with numbers. You're good with words. You're good with right brain things, okay? Left brain things like painting or making ceramic things, stuff like that, no, not so much. Okay, yeah. So music though, maybe. A little bit?
A little.
Yeah, music a little bit because music uses math in a way, right? So there might be some interest in that. But all told, you're more of a pragmatic thinker than you are a creative artist type person.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's why I say very down to earth. Okay. Travel, this is the area of travel, okay? So I don't see a whole lot of travel. You didn't move around a lot when you were a little kid?
No, I haven't. I've moved once, but not.
Okay, so that's why these lines here, as you get older, there is more travel in the future, but right now there's not a whole lot of worldliness in terms of going different places, okay? And the interesting thing is your writer's line or your headline goes into that area. So it says that possibly in the future, where you're going to have some success with your blogging or your writing will have to do with travel. So you may not have moved around a lot when you were a child, but in the future, if you want it, there's a lot of travel. Because here's one thing I get about looking at all the lines together. You have a restless side to your nature. You get bored easily. True? So the restless side is there. It's not rebellious yet. In other words, you can handle it. You find outlets for it, but you have a restless side. Okay. So love life. I don't need to tell you. You take love very seriously. Very seriously, okay? So there's a little bit of a sense of humor there. I think you've had some experiences where you're starting to develop more of a sense of humor. You're not taking love quite so seriously as you did in the past. But there were experiences where it rocked your world, okay? True? Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna sum up by saying all the lines sweep together in this area here. This area is traditionally known as the area of accomplishment. This is where your headline, your fate line, your love line, and your lifeline come together. It has to do, the bottom line for you is people, okay? You're never going to be happy stuck in a windowless room with a computer all day. People are really important. So I think you can look forward to audiences, people, adulation, any way you can get your word out that you can get to the greatest amount of people, that's what's going to bring you happiness. And that doesn't leave family or friends out, close friends. It just means, automobiles, houses, those things, money is going to come and go. The really important thing is people in life. So that's pretty much it. Did that make some sense?
Yeah.
Thank you. Gave you some things to think about, right?
I was thinking it was going to be pretty accurate. That was even more than I thought it would be.
Really?
Yeah.
There you go, folks. See, and I'm not a supernatural being. I'm just talking to him.
It's amazing that you can pull that off in a cold room.
It's what I do. See why I get so much hatred. Anyway, thanks for coming by.